Hey everybody, happy July, happy 1st, happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a great week. Coming at you from the great outdoors with another video. I don't cry in this one. I haven't filmed it yet, but I don't think I cry. I still love you a lot, but I don't cry. I wanted to show you CrumbsOS. I gotta show it to you. Burning a hole in me. Let's start from the landing page. This is where you'd come to create an account. Right here. Come and create your free account so you can come do this stuff. Dashboard, this is where you log in, pos.crumbsos.com. If you have the app, this is just the page it opens to. I want to log into, let's try this one. Let's try to log into Glaze. Cool. This is my buddy's food truck. So, let's see if I can get logged in as him. Nice. This is Glaze Donut Co., everyone. When you get logged in, first page is like a classic order panel, point of sale screen. You have a menu, which is buttons that represent your products. You have an order panel to build out orders. When you push a button, it goes to the order panel. You can adjust quantities from here or by clicking the button again. There are modifiers that have price impacts, discounts, right? This is the main point of sale screen. Let's go into the management page. You have order history. You have products where you can add and manage your products. You have menus where you can add, manage your custom menus. Modifiers, items with price impacts, or not price impacts, just sizes, colors, etc. Reporting, payroll and time cards. User dashboard, where you can select users and give them custom features. Create users, give them custom features. You have a Stripe page to manage your Stripe account. A customer page to manage your customers if you're using that feature of Stripe. And a settings page to turn on and off all of your features if you don't want to use them. Change your theme. Upload your branding and some other settings. CrumbsOS also includes an active orders page, or a KDS, kitchen display system. This is where orders can be opened, started, completed, edited, modified, merged. I'm not going to mess with his orders here. It comes with signatures. That is active orders, or KDS. So yeah, that's a very brief overview of the whole thing. And now we'll get into some more detailed stuff. That's sort of a overview of the app. A very, very basic and brief and quick overview of some of the features, rather. And now let's walk through an order cycle. So from the order panel, or from the point of sale screen, you have the ability to select custom menus. And select products to add to the order panel. When you click the More button, you can add modifiers and toppings. There's a search feature in there. Sizes. There are a lot of different things you can use modifiers for. This is for a donut business, so a lot of them are food related or discounts. They also have a merch menu, so some of them are sizes and colors. Lots of different modifiers. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna add median. Something that makes sense. Coca-Cola. Let's give them a first responders discount. When you complete an order, you can add the customer's name. You can connect the customer, like add them to the CRM, add them temporarily, add notes. You can pay and close the order immediately. The order gets closed and sent into order history. Or you can, let's make it the same order. Or you can hit start order. And the order gets sent to active orders. From here, you can start the order, which sends it into started. You can add a signature, say that you're a service company. This is something that's just built in. I don't have it where you can toggle it on and off yet. Maybe that's something I'll add. But you can take a signature right from here. If you go to your settings page to show you something about signatures, from here, you can add a disclaimer. That disclaimer will then show when you go to sign. That disclaimer is always there. This is something you can turn, have your customer sign. You can use this as a service company, like I said. I use it for invoicing. You can merge your order with other orders. You can pay right from here. You can do partial payments. Total's $21.50. Let's say I collected $15 cash. And it's going to keep that order open with a partial status. You can move it into completed. Pay it. It's taking that leftover, that partial amount. And now that one has moved into order history. Shows the breakdown of the partial payments and everything. I'm in the woods and on a computer. I don't have a POS printer connected to me, but if I did, excuse me. If I did print it from here, show notes, show signature, etc., etc. It does it all. It does it all. Products. When you add a product, you can have it locally or you can sync it with Stripe, meaning it shows up on your Stripe dashboard as well. Name and price is all that it requires. Price defaults to 0, so you don't actually have to input it, but you do have to put a name. Nothing else is needed. If you do input cost, it's used in reporting. You don't have to. Description shows up in Stripe products synced and also in the menu. Description shows up as a description of the item in the menu on the point of sale screen. Category. This is the only place you see category except for in your tabs. The categories you create here become the tabs throughout the system when it needs to tabulize like products or items. It will use category as one of those tabs. Other than that, you don't see it again except for in reporting. You can do a custom per item tax rate. Stripe has an API for that as well when it syncs with Stripe, or you can do a default tax rate, also API synced with Stripe from our settings page here. Reference ID is something from that raw inventory setting that you saw me enable. So you can create your own units. Say something was in ounces or pounds, you create a unit in raw inventory. From here, you select the reference ID and then how much usage of that per sale this item uses. So you can use this to track weight of things, all kinds of things, non-inventory items, etc., etc. Stripe metadata, there are additional items, additional data you can track using, again, Crumbs doesn't take away your Stripe API. You can build your own features. You can be tracking additional things in Stripe. This is a way to add metadata to a product. You can set quantities as infinite. Doesn't mess with your total there. You can set quantities as infinite. Adjust quantities manually or type them in. You can also edit a product from this menu. So that is a little bit about products. Menus. If you never create a menu, all your items end up in a general default menu. But you can create custom menus, which we'll do now. Add a menu, and you'll see that all of our available products from our products page are here in the left panel. Our new empty menu here in the right. If you double click an item, adds it to the menu, drag and drop, adds it to the menu. As you take things from available to assigned, they disappear from available so you can't mess it up. And that is menus. Save that. Go over here to point of sale, and let's look at our new menu. So that was menus. So these are modifiers. If you're a restaurant, there's also the distinction of toppings. If you're not a restaurant, you don't have to see toppings. Toppings are distinct from modifiers almost exclusively to clean up this screen. Toppings, modifiers, toppings, modifiers. Modifiers have a name, a label, a type. You can create your own types. They have a price impact, which it can be flat or percent math and can go in any direction. And then there's additional categories that you can add to show up in reporting for a modifier. And then with toppings, toppings are essentially just a modifier with a add-on type with a price impact. Moving down the list, we're going to skip past reporting and skip past time cards because we don't have anything set up on this account already, and it's more than I want to do right now. We're going to users. User management, this is where you can create a new user. A local user just has a PIN login. Authenticated user has an email login. Let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4. And the role here is just visual because the features they have access to are set manually and custom. So just say he's a kitchen guy. Little test. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 was a part of a breach. Can you believe that? From the user page, you've got a little quick dashboard, shows you if they're logged in or not. Currently, their last login, logout, the device they were on, and then what features they have access to. Let's go ahead and set up our new test user. Drag and drop, or double click, adds a feature to their dashboard. And you can also edit their PIN. Now when that user logs in, they will only be able to see those things. Let's show that. Let's switch user. Let's log in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously every user has the point of sale page. You see how the order's still in the order panel? That's because I use React and I partialize that data. Order state is partialized. So if there's a crash, order state's in there. See, now that user only has access to those features. Get logged back in. That's the correct user here. Continue our tour. So that was users. Stripe page. You connect to your Stripe account after you subscribe. That's the only part that requires a subscription if you want to use any of the Stripe services like card payments, payment links, invoicing, all of that stuff. If you're a cash-only business, you can get away with using this thing for free for a long time. Set up every payment has to have a location. This is where you establish your reader location. It's also synced with Stripe, and connect to your card readers on the individual device that you're on. Customer management, this account doesn't have anything set up, so I'll show you on another account. These customers can be local or on Stripe. Settings page, you have till management, your point of sale printer settings, tax settings, feature control, themes and appearance, branding, signature disclaimer, time settings, and other account management. Okay, so we're logged in to a different account, a test account that I use, a real account that I use for testing, that has some actual customers that are synced with Stripe. So let's show you what that looks like. Let's add some items to our order panel and select an existing customer with a good email. Let's create an invoice, it automatically puts it due a week out, checks that everything is synced and connected. And when I push create invoice, but it's going to send an invoice automatically to the email. Then as you can see, that shows up in an email to your customer, itemized and everything. Good breakdown. And allows them to pay with any of the modern conveniences of modern payments. I'm gonna lose my mind. My computer keeps crashing trying to make this video. I'm absolutely losing it, but let's try it again.